Want to take your breakfast game up a notch or a few notches? These Cinnamon Swirl Pancakes are guaranteed to be a hit of the breakfast table. I'm going to show you how to take my grandma's homemade pancakes and turn them into cinnamon swirl deliciousness, topped with a sweet cream cheese drizzle. I'm Christina from It Is a Keeper, and I share tried and true recipes that anyone can make, like these cinnamon swirl pancakes. Is it breakfast? Is it dessert? Does it matter? So let's start making them. So the basis of this recipe starts with your favorite pancake recipe. I'm going to show you my grandma's recipe. It's the one I've been making pretty much all my life. So easy to make. I can make it in my sleep. So I'm going to show you this, but just know you can swap it out with any pancake recipe, whether you're using a mix or a homemade recipe. Up to you. So to make my grandma's pancakes, it starts with some flour. And then to that, we're going to add some baking powder and some sugar. And for the last of our dry ingredients, we're going to add just a touch of salt. So I get those all in a bowl, and I just give that a quick whisk to get our dry ingredients together. Now to this, we're going to start adding our wet ingredients. So I have 2 eggs. I love this recipe because you can easily double it, have it, whatever you need based on how big your family is or however many pancakes you need. Okay, 2 eggs. I have some milk. And some vegetable oil. All right. Then I just go in with a whisk and whisk it all together. Now, if you really want to make these pancakes decadent, swap the milk out for half and half. They're fantastic. You can even add a dash of vanilla if you like a more vanilla flavor. They're completely flexible. I've added everything and anything to these pancakes. Blueberries, chocolate chips, chocolate peanut butter, all the flavors, sprinkles. Through the years, my guys have liked all the additions. And I'll tell you a time-saving hack. What I usually do is I will measure out a couple batches, I make these so often, a couple batches of the dry ingredients and keep them in zip top bags in my drawer. And then that way, when I want to make pancakes, the dry ingredients are already measured and I just need to dump the bag into the bowl and get the wet ingredients. Okay, this looks good. So I like to let this sit for a moment just so the flour can hydrate and everything can get together nicely. But while this is resting for a little bit, I'm gonna go ahead and get the brown sugar mixture made. Okay, so we're moving on to our cinnamon swirl mixture. So it starts with some melted butter. I have a stick of butter here, melted. I use unsalted butter because that way I can control the salt that goes into my recipe. So to this, I'm going to add some brown sugar and a whole bunch of cinnamon. These pancakes taste just like a cinnamon bun, right? Like those good ones you get at the mall. Okay, you just want to whisk it until everything is combined, and oh, it smells the cinnamon. So good. Okay. So we're going to get everything prepped before we move on to our pancake making process. So we need to get this mixture transferred into a pastry bag. So we're going to transfer our cinnamon mixture into a pastry bag. So you can use a traditional pastry bag. That's perfectly fine if you have one. If not, you can totally cheat and use this zipper bag hack. So I just have a zipper bag here. I'm going to stick it into a glass, and then you just pour your mixture into the bag, getting it all in there, all that cinnamon sugary deliciousness. Come on. In you go. Don't leave any behind. Okay. Then when you pop it out of the bag, it kind of all forms to one end, and then we can nip this tip off when we're ready to use it. But for right now, I'm just going to set it aside because we're not quite ready for it yet. All right, moving along with our pancakes. Our batter has rested for a little bit. Now, when I make pancakes, I like to use this squeeze bottle. I find that it's just so much easier to get the batter into the right size and make the perfect pancake. So you can take both the top and the bottom off, and since the bottom has a larger opening, I'm going to use that and try not to make a mess here as I transfer the batter in. Try not to make a mess like I did. It happens. Oh well, that's why they make kitchen towels, right? Okay, let me get this mess cleaned up and then we'll move ahead. Okay, so I have my griddle here. I love these electric griddles. I find they are perfect for pancakes because they stay at a constant temperature. Plus you can do a whole bunch of them at one time. So I have some nonstick cooking spray. Just gonna give it a quick coating. And we have our pancake batter already poured into our dispenser. So I'm just gonna give that a moment. Okay, so now we're going to just squeeze our pancake batter onto the griddle. I find on this one I can get about five pancakes. If you're not using a squeeze bottle, you can always just use, I use a 1/4 cup scoop to get it on there. And then we're going to add our cinnamon mixture. So push it all down to the corner of your pastry bag. I'm gonna nip off just the tip. Now remember, when you're doing this, you can always cut off more, but you can't put it back. So start small. And how much you cut off depends on how big you want your cinnamon swirl. So the first one, like the first pancake, is always a mess. So I just swirl it on. I like smaller swirls, but if you want a bigger burst of cinnamon, you can always cut that tip just a little bit wider. Alrighty, we'll set that aside for our next batch. So it looks like our pancakes are just about ready. I can see a little bit of dryness around the edges. The bubbles have come up to the top. So I'm just going to carefully flip them over. The waiting is the hardest part about this recipe because they smell so good. Now I like to have my oven preheated at about 200 to keep my pancakes warm as I'm waiting for the rest of them to cook. All right, I think our pancakes are just about done. So I'm going to turn them onto a plate. So this is what you end up with. So I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my pancake batter, and then we are going to make our cream cheese drizzle for the top of these. Okay, so this batch here looks like it's ready to flip. So I like the second batch best because it picks up some of the cinnamon residue from the first batch on the other side. Just gives you extra cinnamony-ness. I don't know how you say that. Cinnamony-ness. You know what I mean. Okay, I think this batch is done. So I love my grandma's pancake recipe because it's just such a tender batter. The pancakes come out perfect every time. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this mess and then we're going to make our cream cheese drizzle. On to the cream cheese drizzle now. So of course, it starts with some cream cheese. So I have a couple ounces of cream cheese here. I softened it up a little just to make it easier to whisk. I like to leave my cream cheese out overnight to bring it to room temperature, but since I'm whisking this by hand, I wanted it a little bit softer. So to that, we're going to add some powdered sugar. And just a touch of milk. I'm gonna actually hold back on some of this in case I need to add it later. And then, of course, a drizzle of vanilla. So then just with my whisk, I'm gonna get this all combined together. Now, if you really want a pristine white glaze, you need to use a clear vanilla. So my vanilla is brown, so it will take on a slightly brown hue. There's nothing wrong with it, it's just the color from the vanilla. So we're gonna whisk this until the cream cheese melts into, or gets mixed up completely into the sugar. Okay, so this looks pretty good. If you have a couple of lumps in there, it's just probably your cream cheese that didn't fully combine, but that's fine. And see, I'm glad I held back on that milk because this is a little thinner. So hold back on your milk a little bit, maybe start with half and then add it. You know, those measurements are always wonky when it comes to making a glaze. You can always add more, but you can't take it out. If it is too thin, you can always add a little more confectioner's sugar to the mixture to thicken it up. That's perfectly fine. All right, moment of truth. We are going to plate these bad boys up. So we'll put a couple here on the plate. Ooh, they smell so good. Now, you could be fancy and use a piping bag and pipe the drizzle on, or you can be lazy like I'm going to be and just spoon it on. Whatever your heart desires, just drizzle it right over the top. Now you want a good drizzle because remember we have 2 pancakes there that have to get coated. I probably should have shingled them on there. Oh, yum! I'm telling you guys, this is the best part of my job. So I'm going in right here. Ooh, get a little drizzle on that bottom part. Going in. There are no words. The pancake is so tender, and then that delicious cinnamon swirl comes through, and then the drizzle takes it right over the top. You guys, you are definitely going to love these. These cinnamon swirl pancakes are definitely a keeper. What are your favorite type of pancakes? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want another great brunch recipe, make sure you check out my air fryer cinnamon donuts. Thanks for joining me today. You can get the full Printable recipe in the video description below. I'll see you next time. Bye.